Top 100 music on your Remedy radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Radio is all about information, education, and entertainment.
Maybe that's before now. Solutions 93.9 FM has raised the standard of radio broadcast to preferring solutions in all human angle. 939 FM. The Remedy.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
It will be a long, hard stare at the 5 red lights. When they go out, second Grand Prix of the year will begin. The Chinese Grand Prix is underway with a good reaction time for George Russell, who's claimed that inside line. He's got an opportunity to dive to the inside, but Piastri was brave, and he chops across George Russell, who's vulnerable and loses out to second position. Russell will try and regather his thoughts, but he's lost the place to Lando Norris, who improves up from third to second. Piastri, then Norris. Russell had a sight of the lead, but drops down to third. Hamilton improved up to fourth. Charles Leclerc is in fifth. Max Verstappen drops down a couple of places.
Yeah, that's a brilliant start for Lando Norris.
Leclerc knew he was trying to do that, and he roars around the outside. Does he get the place? He does! Fourth position for Max Verstappen in the final stages of the race.
Yeah, look, that's a beautiful pass, no question about it, as Charles comes back.
Can they make their way through turn number 6? They've got away with that one. That was super late on the brakes for the man from Monaco. They're not separated by much, but the place now belongs to Verstappen. After the misery of Melbourne, Oscar Piastri was consumed with rage. You are watching his emphatic response for Piastri. The time is now. Oscar Piastri wins the Chinese Grand Prix for only his 3rd Grand Prix victory. And Lando Norris nurses home the McLaren. He might not have a brake pedal left, but he's got 2nd place. George Russell got within 1.3 seconds of Norris. He completes the podium. The champagne flows for McLaren and Oscar Piastri. Lando Norris making it a 1-2 as well. They're 50th in the sport. The first was back in 1968, and it was Denny Hulme beating team founder Bruce McLaren.
So that was the drama that happened over the weekend at the Chinese Grand Prix, where Oscar Piastri claimed that victory. It was a 1-2 for McLaren. Oscar Piastri, Lando Norris. Well, for Lewis Hamilton and his teammate from Ferrari got suspended due to, going against the rules of the race. So a lot of people who have been asking the question, well, for Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton, they finished 5th and 6th respectively, but were both disqualified for illegal cars, leaving Ferrari to come away from the race in Shanghai with no points. My name is Oladapo Kunubi. You're welcome to Kickoff Sports Show. And on the show this morning, we'll get more updates from the world of sports, talk more Formula One, get reaction from the drivers. We'll talk NBA this morning. We'll also look at what is happening in the world of tennis, because one lady has defied all odds to go all the way to move to the next round of the tournament ongoing at the Miami Open. We talk this and more. Remember, we're live on Facebook, live on YouTube. Solutions 939 FM. Jump on all these platforms to like, share, subscribe, comment. Remember, Super Eagles of Nigeria's game going down tomorrow. A lot of people are having different expectations and different thoughts. Maybe we saw just 1 out of 10 performance of the Super Eagles of Nigeria against Rwanda, and maybe we'll be seeing more go down tomorrow. Well, we'll also be getting more from that. But let's go back to what happened at the Chinese Grand Prix this morning, getting reactions from the first and the second drivers at the race, Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris of McLaren.
Very, very happy. Obviously exactly the kind of result we wanted, not just for myself, but for the whole team. So, yeah, pretty pumped. I think that was probably maybe the least emotional win, but the most satisfying. For sure. So, very, very proud of the whole team. I think we had a lot of things we had to try and tackle this weekend with the car, and we did a really good job of trying to do that for today. And yeah, I feel like I did a good job as well. So very, very pleased.
It hurt a lot because I think my pace was very, very strong at the end of the race. I really would have loved to have had breaks and challenged Oscar, because I think I could have done, but he deserved the win today, and he's driven very good all weekend. So an amazing result for us as a team. But yeah, we were lucky. We had something failing on the brakes, and we were lucky to finish the race in the end. So a scary last couple laps, just because at any point the brakes could have disappeared, and they almost did. I mean, my foot was flat to the floor every time. So.
Well, you just heard the two drivers from McLaren, Piastri and Norris. However, talking about the reaction coming from Ferrari this morning after the mistake that happened over the weekend, a statement came from Ferrari after the disqualifications. Now, this is the statement, and I quote: Charles was on a one-stop strategy, and this meant the tire wear was very high, causing the car to be underweight. Now, with regards to Lewis' skid wear, we misjudged the consumption by a small margin. There was no intention to gain any advantage. We will learn from what happened today and make sure we don't make the same mistakes again. Clearly, it is not the way we wanted to end our Chinese Grand Prix weekend, neither for ourselves nor for fans whose support for us is unwavering. That's a message from Ferrari. But looking at the standings at the moment, after the second race of the season for drivers' standings, Lando Norris leads with 44 points. Max Verstappen is second with 36 points. George Russell of Mercedes with 35 points. Oscar Piastri placed fourth with 34 points. Those are the top four. Well, let's talk about the fifth driver. That is Kimi Antonelli of Mercedes with 22 points. Don't ask me about Lewis Hamilton. And by the way, I'm here to declare the team I'll be supporting in the F1 this season. All right, now let's talk about the NBA this morning. Looking at the drama that happened in the wee hours of today, with results coming for different teams, and we're also having updates about some players still sidelined, while some yet to be decided. Yeah, but talking about the LA Clippers game against Oklahoma City Thunder, so Clippers lost that one 101 to 103.
The league's best team. Powell has it. Norman struggled the last time these two teams met, 1 for 11. Hartenstein with the block. Hartenstein maybe shuffled his feet a little bit, no whistle. He gets the game's first bucket. Picks up Harden. Harden goes right at the rim, not there. Rebound goes to Zoo, and the Clippers are on the board. Into Hartenstein, and he lays it home. Zoo around Hartenstein and to the rack, and a couple of buckets for Zoo early. And points off of turnovers as well. There's Wallace knocking down the three. 34% on the year. It's 7-4. Oklahoma City. Zoo, it's a good look, and it crawls through. And Vita Zubac has done all the scoring for the Clippers. Dunn able to get around Gilgeous Alexander and float it in. Chris Dunn would have 8 points. Driven off the line. It's Caruso in the corner for three. Oh, it falls! Teron Lue thinks this could be the game, and it's a turnover. Caruso with Jones to beat. A whistle will send him to the line. 14 for Caruso.
Remember, no timeouts left for the Clippers.
Jones hit. A late whistle will send him to the line for a couple. He's kind of traded punches with Oklahoma City in the third. It was a great start to the fourth quarter. Caruso with 8 to shoot. Back to Hartenstein to the rack. Great defense by Zoo. Here come the Clippers. Powell for the lead. Back tap to Leonard. Kawhi. Thunder have it. Whistle and a foul in the backcourt with 3 seconds to play. And he's fouled. And Oklahoma City comes in shorthanded and walks away with a win, 103 to 101.
Well, crazy shocking one there, but remember, another game decided in the wee hours of today was Houston Rockets loss to Denver Nuggets. Houston Rockets lost 111 to 116 points against the Nuggets. But remember, games going down tomorrow. We'll see Indiana Pacers take on Minnesota Timberwolves by 12 a.m. Same At the same time, LA Lakers is battling Orlando Magic. Washington Wizards battling Toronto Raptors at that time. 30 minutes later, Brooklyn Nets will be up against the Dallas Mavericks. Philadelphia 76ers will be up against the New Orleans Pelicans. And by 2 a.m., we have Chicago Bulls traveling to play Denver Nuggets. Phoenix Suns are battling Milwaukee Bucks. And Sacramento Kings are battling Boston Celtics. Whilst that's the situation of games going down tomorrow, what we're getting update about a three-time NBA MVP Nikola Jokic. He had a plan of making a return for the Nuggets. But let's see how far that can be. And Golden State Warriors star Steph Curry is traveling to join the team in Miami, and his status for Tuesday's game against the Heat will depend on how his pelvic bruise responds to treatment to the next 2 days. The Warriors, who lost Saturday's night clash against Atlanta Hawks 125 to 115 point without Curry, have said their franchise star will be reevaluated today. Yeah, sometimes you can just have the headache. But now let's talk about the Indian Wells, right? Let's talk about what is going down at the Miami Open with different results, reactions. Remember, games already decided this morning in the ATP category. Casper Ruud defeated Alejandro Tobilo 6-4, 7-6. Francisco Kevin Jolo beating Tommy Paul 6-2, 7-6. Both players, Kevin Jolo, Casper Ruud moving to the next round of the tournament. As we have more games to go down today, Adam Walton against Chak Wong, Relly Opelka battling Thomas Makar, Alexander Zverev against Jordan Thompson will be going down 5 p.m. 30 minutes later, we have Jakob Mensik taking on Roman Safiullin. Taylor Fritz will be up against Denis Shapovalov. Arthur Fuse battling Francis Taifo by, that should be 7 o'clock. Jesus Bergs will be up against Matteo Berrettini by 8:30 tonight. That's what the situation looks like in the ATP category of the Miami Open. Let's talk about the ladies this morning. It was a shocking result for big stars in that one, where Australian Open champion Madison Keys was ousted from the Miami Open on the third round on Sunday, falling 6-4, 6-2 to Filipino wildcat Alexandra Illa. Now for Illa, the upset victory over the American number 5 seed extended a dream run in Miami with a 19-year-old who has now toppled 2 Grand Slam champions. Now, Ella defeated 2017 French Open winner Jelena Ostapenko in the second round. Now, here is Ella speaking after the victory.
I don't know, I can't, there's no time to process, my mind is kind of still in the match, and I'm just in disbelief. It's just, I knew I could win from the start, but the chances were low given that she's a great player. But I think my belief and the trust I had in myself is what pushed me through. Well, I think, that's a good question. So, there have been many times that I've had a good win in my career, and then not so great the match after. So I tried not to think about it too much, it's just another match. There have been many times where I would have been able to play a big player like Madison or like Ostapenko, but I couldn't because I lost the round before. And now looking back, when you connect the dots going backwards, I feel it's because I wasn't ready at the time. It's kind of God saying that I wasn't ready, and now I have to believe that I am, because I've been given this opportunity. I've worked for the opportunity, and I have to take advantage of what I have.
Alexander Erla speaking after the victory over Madison Keys. 2 straight sets, 6-4, 6-2. Now, another winner last night was Iga Swiatek, who defeated Elisa Mertens at 7-6, 6-1. She also spoke after the game, seeing what next round will look like.
Yeah, for sure, she's a great player, and also she has a lot of variety. She can play flat, she can spin, so for sure, I wanted just to work on my game and on my serve, because I felt in first set it wasn't working perfectly, and I'm glad that I stayed patient and just kept, looking for solutions, and at the end, I'm super happy that it worked in the tiebreaker, and second set for sure my level was a little bit better, so yeah, at least use her chances for sure, but I kind of focused on myself.
Now, we just wish that all the ladies in their games, just put their heads into the game, not just after that shocking victory for them. And now, looking at games going down today in the Miami Open WTA category, well, some games already decided. Amanda Anisimova through to the next round after beating Mirandreva this morning 7-6, 2-6, 6-3. More games to go down. 4 p.m. Naomi Osaka will be up against Jasmine Paolini. 4 p.m. We have that should be 4 p.m. I beg your pardon. Quang Zeng will take on Ashley Kroger. That will be by 6 o'clock. And Arena Sabalenka, 6:30, will take on Daniel Collins. Emma Raducanu, well, she's doing well right now. And let us see how far she can go. Tonight, 7:30, where she battles Amanda Anisimova. 8 p.m., Coco Gauff will be up against Madeleine Head. And Mata Koscheck will take on Jessica Pegula. By 9 o'clock, last singles game in the WTA category of the Miami Open. We'll go on a break, and when we come back, we'll talk football. Do not change the dial. It is Solutions 939 FM. Kickoff Sports Show is live.
True strength. What defines it? The brilliance of a player, or when a team comes together to win. A solo beat, or the rhythm of many. The flair of one dancer, or the art of a troupe. One distinct voice, or the beauty of the symphony. At FCMB Group, we build ecosystems, empower communities, and create the future. Because we believe it's not just one, but the power of the group that delivers the future we all desire. FCMB, the power of the group.
Next Level 2025, Ibudo Jesu Prayer Mountain for all the nations, under the anointing of his servant, Apostle Dr. Olayemi Omeletumare, number 1, Mr. Evidence, presents an annual power, miracle, and covenant renewal Next Level program 2025 with the theme, Mighty God. From 12 noon on Tuesday, April 1st till Sunday, April 6th, 2025 at Ibudo Jesu City, behind Eromo Junction, along Iwo Ibadan Expressway, Ibadan. The testimonies of the previous editions are all over the place. It is another season of uncommon encounter, divine visitation, supernatural touches, and the workings of God's mighty power. Ministering in the power of the Holy Ghost, Apostle Dr. Olayemi Omeletumare, number 1 at Dedipupo. Free buses are available from all our branches. Miracle City, Odeyemi Street, Liberty Stadium, Okeado, Holy Ghost City, Emere, Ibadan, Abeokuta Expressway, Givers House, Agotelo, Odona Pata, Lalukan, Chokotaya Feed, Eromu, TL Oyeshino, Monoton, Egbeda Junction, Ijokodo, Makbo O, Sabo Garage, Ojo, 09094 545 5286. The same Jesus awaits you all.
I can't seem to find the right event center for this party.
What's the problem? You sound so worried.
I've been searching for a venue that can handle both the formal ceremony and the casual after party. Nothing seems to fit both moods.
Have you heard of Aweni Arena Event Center?
Aweni Arena? What makes them so special?
They are the perfect blend of elegance and comfort. Their venue is versatile, has the perfect space, event managers, and security for every occasion. And they'll work with you to create the perfect setting for every part of your event.
Wow, this is perfect. Awene Arena really nailed it.
Yes, they did. Visit us at 116 Obafemi Awolowo Way, Iyano Libati Okeado, Ibadan, or call 0809 360 7888 or 0706 899 4970 to book your event today. Awene Arena Event Center is where your event finds its perfect fit.
News, sports, entertainment. Top 100 music on your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9.
Do not touch that dial.
Okay, check it time right now. This is 9:19 from your Remedy Radio dial. Solutions 93.9 FM. It is Kickoff Sports Show. Still talking sports. Now let's go straight to where we talk football, and we start from the home front. Talk about the NPFL. Results of games decided yesterday. Shooting Stars returned to winning ways after a poor result in the last 5 games. Had a record of a 3-1 win over visitors Niger Tornadoes, and that was what a lot of fans of the Oluyole Warriors were expecting. And guess what? A lot still has to be done for Shooting Stars. Make sure all the games come in. You get more points. Come back home, get the results, go on the road, get 3 points or 1. But hey, don't settle for 1. Just go for 3. Remember, after the games are decided over the weekend, match day 30 games. Well, remember, Remo Stars game got rescheduled due to the team goalkeepers who were on international assignment. The reason the team's game was rescheduled. So, well, Remo Stars, despite having a game in hand, still leads the NPFL log with 57 points from 29 matches, winning 18, drawing 3, losing 8, scoring 39, conceding 22. And while for Ikorodu City, the team is back on the 6th spot on the NPFL log after losing 1-0 against Rivers United. Rivers is second on the NPFL log, winning back-to-back. And for Coach Finidi George, his eyes is not only on continental tickets, but feels that the team is good enough to usurp Remo Stars from the number 1 spot. How can that be? 5-point gap right now, excluding the game in hand for Remo Stars. That's what the situation looks like on the table. Looking at teams battling relegation, Heartland FC of Owerri with 34 points, losing their last game against Abia Warriors at home. And Sunshine Stars of Akure placed the 19th. Remember, the team lost against Bendel Insurance. Lobby Stars with 23 points. I mean, Lobby were okay, maybe they've already gotten the keys to the NNL. 9:21. Let's move on this morning and talk more football stories. And talking about Nigeria's Super Eagles, we're getting updates from their camp. And the man who's got the brace for Super Eagles of Nigeria in Rwanda at the Amahoro Stadium, Victor Osimhen, the man who has been scoring back-to-back, has declared that the Super Eagles, the team is ready for battle against the Warriors of Zimbabwe. Now, Osimhen, remember, got a brace over Amavubi of Rwanda over. That was last week. The comfortable victory revived the Super Eagles' chances of qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And, well, the Super Eagles will entertain Zimbabwe in a match day 6 encounter at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, Uyo, tomorrow. Now, talking about the opponent, Zimbabwe midfielder Andy Rino Mahota has expressed optimism about Warriors' readiness to face the Super Eagles in a crucial match day 6 encounter in Uyo, and saying that it is battle to finish. In a video shot by Zimbabwe Football Federation in Uyo and published by Zimbabwe Foreign Legion on X, Rino Mahota admitted that Zimbabwe are working hard to adapt to the humid conditions in Uyo, drawing from the experiences playing in similar climates in Cameroon and Uganda. But remember, Cameroon, Uganda is different from Uyo. Now, Warriors of Zimbabwe head coach Mikel Niza has said his side must perform to the maximum to stand a chance of getting something from the game. Moving away from that, but let's go straight and talk more qualifier games going down today on the continent of Africa. Well, 2 p.m. today, Namibia will be up against Equatorial Guinea for the World Cup qualifiers on the continent of Africa, as Mali will travel to play Central African Republic. Guinea-Bissau hosts Burkina Faso. Liberia will take on Sao Tome and Principe. That will be by 5 o'clock. And 8 p.m., former African champions, Ivory Coast, current African champions, Ivory Coast, will be up against Gambia. Black Stars of Ghana travel to play Madagascar. Ethiopia will be up against Djibouti as Tunisia hosts Malawi. Well, games are also going down, but not in Africa, but in Europe. Well, Portugal's Francisco Trincão came off the bench to score twice, and Cristiano Ronaldo also netted as the team defeated Denmark 5-2 after extra time on Sunday of a 5-3 aggregate win that set up a Nations League semi-final against Germany. Cristiano Ronaldo spoke after that game, most especially the celebration of Hoyland, saying that some people said, well, he disrespected Cristiano Ronaldo with that sweet celebration. But for Cristiano Ronaldo, it never felt hot, but it felt a lot of people good at copying good things.
It's not a problem. I knew that this is not because you don't have respect for me. Of course, no. I'm smart enough to understand that not only him, but around the world, other sports people do it my celebration. For me, it's an honor. But I hope that tomorrow you can see my celebration, or I see the still celebration. But it's okay for me. As I said before, for sure you don't understand. Tomorrow will be a different match. Next one, the last one, Denmark was much better than us, but it's already gone 3 days ago, and tomorrow will be a different match. I hope Portugal be prepared, and for the fans, I think will be a good match to watch.
Okay, so, well, maybe this song dedicated to Ireland, photocopy reimagined. Aidika Basa, Vector, nice.
From way back in St. Gregory to the Unilag Battle Rap scene. From way back in St. Gregory to the Unilag Battle Rap scene. You see, I couldn't fall by my fall. Clock it. Yeah, I throw bangers and I throw rockets. Start way before they gave a damn about their pockets. Way beyond the ones who could market. Shout outs to Nice, to Queen Langeli. Me and my young self was only getting ready. There's only one type, you only copy on the song. Anything beyond start. Oh yeah, run along, go they play, otherwise pay attention. Original facts.
Well, Vector with the bars, the photocopy reimagined. Well, I would have loved to continue with this song, but because we still have more updates on the show, right? Man, now talking about the 2025 Nations League finals confirmed. Germany, Portugal, Spain, and France progressed to the Nations League finals. Germany will now host the finals between June 4th to 8th. Germany will face Portugal on 4th of June in the semi-finals at Allianz Arena in Munich. Spain will face France in all the semi-final on 5th of June at the MPH Arena in Stuttgart. And the third place playoff, Stuttgart, to be played in Stuttgart and final in Munich, will both be held on 8th of June. Now talking about games going down tonight as we wrap up the show. Away from that, we have Lithuania taking on Finland, and we have Albania taking on Andorra. Bosnia-Herzegovina hosting Cyprus. England are up against Latvia. Poland will be up against Malta, and San Marino hosting Romania. I'll be back 6:30 this evening for Extra Time, where we serve you updates more from games and reactions. And by the way, the coach of Juventus has been fired. That is Thiago Motta. Well, convenient point to say goodbyes on the show. But hey, coming up next is from the dailies. Comrade Adedamolala Fenwa with the Comrade Ayode Jadishokwe will also be making sense of some of the headlines we have in the news, most especially what has been happening for the past few days. Well, people said they never saw Fubara after the announcement of Mr. President, declaring state of emergency, but it was seen yesterday in the church service. Okay. Well, you hear more from the team this morning. My name is Oladakbo Okunubi. Like we say keep doing sports and stay safe.
Taxis waiting down on the street, so hurry up, I have to go. Looking round, you see all the people making faces very cool. Carry me away, far from the circles that never breaks. Hey, hey.